It's time for, oh, I can't even go yet. 3, 2, 1. It's time for the Week 8 podcast for your Mariemont Warriors. Let's catch up with Tom Nerl. Tom, how are we doing this morning?
We are doing great. A couple of losses over the weekend, but a football win against an arch rival, Madeira, on Friday always makes for a nice weekend. The weather is changing. It's going to change a little bit more on Friday, and it's homecoming week, so everybody's favorite week.
So
Everyone
exciting.
back home to the Mont, and it'll be great fun with Wyoming on Friday.
Yeah, that sounds great. We'll
Yeah.
talk a little bit more about that when we get to the football section. Let's go right down the list here. Looks like cross country is they're really just practicing and getting recharged for the CHL championship at Talawanda on the 14th of October.
Yeah, they are. I think we snuck in a meet with, I think varsity's at Milford and junior highs at New Richmond this week, but they ran at, where'd they run last week? They ran at the Centerville. Yeah, they ran at Centerville under the lights last week. Great meet for our guys. We were in top three, I think, again, or top four in our race meet. Ben Fontstock was the runner of the meet for the boys, finishing first again. I think that's the second or third time he's taken first place, and Caleb Erickson is right behind him. So the boys are having a tremendous run, and our girls are right behind them. They're doing a great job. Grace Maverdoglu, Caroline Buck, Mary McIntosh, the big three that lead our girls pack, but they're scoring well. And so, yeah, with this tune up here, and then it'll be on to Talawanda for the CHL championship. So can't wait. That'll be a new track for us. Be fun running with some of the SWAC teams. So we'll see what happens with that, but really excited to get into this part of the season with them.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Let's switch over to the gridiron. Nice win, as you mentioned in the opening over Madeira, 21-14 on the road. So a league win on the road is always huge. And then this week, homecoming, it's big. You've got the parade, 5:30 Friday night. The Wyoming Cowboys come over to Cousel Stadium. Hopefully the rain gets through. It's supposed to rain Thursday night and Friday morning. Hopefully it gets through, and it's a great night for homecoming.
It will be, and the weathers will start to change. The trees are changing around here. It's just a great setting. We really like our stadium in the fall, but the parade will start at Mariemont Elementary. It'll go along Miami Bluff, cross back over. It'll get to the high school around 6:30. So if you want to come out and see the parade, come out. The alumni do a gathering down on Hiawatha as the parade passes. But not to gloss over Friday's win. A big win. Didn't want to say it was a must win, but it's kind of a must win. Get back on track after dropping one at Taylor the previous week. Charlie Tully back at quarterback. Man, he just has a game speed, and he makes a decision and he goes. Just really a game changer. But our receiving core of Ryan Glassmeyer, Davis, Whitmore, and Pat Sweeney. I mean, they had some big catches down the stretch. I think there's a fake punt in there to give us to put us in position for the go-ahead touchdown. And as Madeira's driving, they get the ball back for about 2.5, and they're driving down the field, and Stuart Wells comes out center field, picks off the pass to preserve the win. So defense had a great game. Offensive line stepped up and played and gave Charlie some protection. So just a fun game. Just a really great rivalry with Madeira. We really enjoyed it across all the sports. And so to get that and to come into homecoming on a W. So we're still in the hunt for the playoffs. I think we're 10th going in. So we'd like to get a couple wins down the stretch, try to get a home game for that. But a good week for football, a good week that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, certainly if you get a win Friday, that'll certainly elevate you guys to grab that home game. But, it's got to, besides getting your quarterback back, it's got to excite the rest of the team, because they certainly see what you see, that he's at a different speed and just takes the team to a different level. So that's exciting for them all week in practice.
It is, and Owen Becker did a great job, filling in for him, and he's going to be a great quarterback down the line. But just when Charlie sees something, whether it be the fake punt or something else, and he goes, he's got a high gear, and he kicks in the high gear and really makes some plays. So just really, it was a really exciting game. It was a fun game to watch on both sides. So glad to escape with the W.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a very spirited week of practice with homecoming, Wyoming coming over. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good luck to them this week on homecoming week. Let's switch over to the links. Looks like boys and girls are in tournament play. Let's see. CHL's looks like they those are completed.
Yeah, CHLs are done. So we go on to the district play this week. The girls qualified Charlotte Solar and Lily Billups. Charlotte was a medalist in our CHL tournament, but also a medalist for that tournament that we had two SWAC teams, Talawanda and Harrison. An amazing 78 on that round out of Miami Whitewater. And Lily was right behind her. So really excited to get them on Heatherwood on Wednesday in the district tournament. Boy, if Charlotte can repeat that, then she's punching her ticket to state. The boys and the girls won the CHL championship for the tournament. The boys not so fortunate in their version of the CHL, but a great round. They won the tiebreaker in the sectional tournament at the Mill last week, so they advanced to Heatherwood to the district tournament as well. It's Will Stevens, Carter McGahee, JP Whittigan, Cooper Drum, Ethan Hearn, and Drew Seichter should be joining the squad back. Drew hurt his shoulder in a soccer game a couple weeks back, but Drew's been leading the squad. So if we get all these guys back, and they have a really good round up at Heatherwood tomorrow, they've got a chance to go on. Heatherwood does such a good job, and Miami Valley Golf does such a good job up there. It's almost like a mini PGA attempt. They got the big scoreboards out there.
Oh, that's great.
Video screens. They're doing a live stream. And Heatherwood's such a beautiful course. And like I said, they're up there. So our golf coaches have done a great job with them. They've got their practice rounds in. So the hay's in the barn. We just got to go and take care of business now. But yeah, boys on Tuesday, girls on Wednesday. Great weather for that. So good luck to them. Really excited to see what they can do in districts.
Tom, I'm curious, you guys did a joint tournament with another league. How did that go? We talked about it last week. How'd that go? Was
it went well, and the girls golfers seem to be more, I don't want to say more social, but more friendly, more sporting, like, I guess,
sure.
In their matches, and the boys sometimes. So it was a little, I don't want to say weird. It was just a little odd, having two teams where you really don't know their golfers, because our CHL golfers have probably faced each other 2-3 times during the season, so they know each other. But it was a good event, and good sportsmanship on both sides. Talawanda and Harrison, the only two schools in the SWAC that had that. So it was a good tournament. The SWAC did a really nice job with it, having a tournament champion trophy at an all-tournament team. And then a tournament medalist. And so it was fun because it was a good season-ending tournament. It wasn't so large that it took all day. And it gave our athletes a chance to meet some athletes from other schools. So it went really well, and we're looking forward to the same thing when we run cross country here in a couple of weeks. So that's a great thing about high school sports. The leagues just helping each other out.
Kudos to the CHL, Tom. Kudos to you guys for welcoming that, because I'm not sure everybody would, but kudos to you guys for participating in that. And I think everybody's in the better for it. Yeah,
I think you're right. They need some help with golf. We need some help with cross country, and so it's just win-win-win. They win, we win, everybody wins. And it was a beautiful day too. So really appreciate the SWAC for reaching out, and then to our athletes for making it such a good day. Yeah, that's awesome. Best of luck to the golfers that are continuing to play in the tournament. Let's switch over to the pitch. Things are winding down. Let's see. Boys travel to Deer Park on Tuesday, and then welcome in Batavia for a non-league on Saturday. Let's talk a little bit about boys soccer, Tom. Yeah. Boys got a split last week. We got a rain-shortened game with Wyoming and got the W. So split, and then went to Oakwood on Saturday, a 1-0 loss. Man, that's a tough loss, and we're still relatively young, and Oakwood being a D2 school, and so it shows up as a loss in the schedule. But we're playing really good soccer, and we're going to finish some games off. And the boys will have senior day on Saturday with Batavia. That's a 12 o'clock game because of homecoming 10 and 12. But yeah, they're playing well, and we've got Deer Park at Deer Park tomorrow. That's a varsity only game. The JV go to New Richmond, and then next week we wrap things up for the boys with Reading at Reading. So those are still two teams that play us tough, and getting ready for the tournament, and the draw being this Sunday. So we'll see where things fall with that. we yeah, it's just a really good run, even though around 500. They play a very hard schedule, as do the girls. So that will pay off here in a couple weeks as we get into the tournament.
Yes. Switching over to the girls' side of the
Yeah.
pitch, they host Deer Park League match on Wednesday at 7, and then
Mhm.
travel to, I'm sure, a tough McNicholas on Saturday at 2. That should be a good match as well. So girls
Yeah,
are busy this week.
yeah, it is, and just a couple of games last week, 3-2 to 3-2 loss at Wyoming, back and forth. The Baden game on Saturday was 0-0 at halftime. We ended up losing 3-2, but I mean, that's a lot of scoring for a half against a GCL school as well. But yeah, they're bouncing back, like you said. The varsity will have Deer Park at home on Wednesday. I believe that's senior night. The JVs are going to host Madera's JVs, so they'll come down. Just trying to fill the schedule with that, and then with the game on at McNick on Saturday, it'll be some distractions with homecoming being that night, but that'll be a tough game. And
Sure. No question.
McNick familiar with our league, and like the boys, they'll wrap things up with Reading at home next week. So really looking forward to it. Again, they're sitting around 500, but come tournament draw, people know who you play, and it's just murderer's row with the schedule that they play to be that young and to do that well. So again, we're really looking forward to the 16th when the tournament starts and seeing what our teams can do.
Yeah, exciting time. Best of luck to both boys and girls soccer teams this week.
Yeah.
Let's wow, the girls tennis team, they wrapped up 20-2. What a season. Holy cow. And then they're in tournament play now.
They are, and yeah, and they're going to go deep in the tournament. So last week they went up to Tippecanoe for the team tournament. The team tournament's run by the Coaches Association, and really dominated a Tippecanoe squad. We don't know much about squads when we go that far north or really far east, just because we don't face them. But girls went up and had a tremendous team match. They got that win. They go to sectionals at the ATP on tomorrow, and then Wednesday they'll play the team tournament. They're in the Elite Eight now. They'll face Indian Hill on Wednesday at Indian Hill. But Ella Malafa, Ashley Bauer, Cece Kuwash, they've done a great job all year. Brenna O'Brien, Lucy Hanser, Lucy Glassmeyer, Katie Tolley, Laura Gahn, and Lauren Gahn, and Aaron Wilder. That team's been solid all year. We've talked about them all year, but like you said, 20-2, what a tremendous run, and some powerful hitters. I think we got a really good lineup for the sectional tournament here to get some people on the district. So really excited to see what happens with them over the next 2 weeks. You've got the sectional, the district, and then the state, which will be at the ATP. So it'll be fun for them. Really hoping they can catch a little lightning here, especially at Indian Hill on Wednesday, to advance in both would be amazing. So really looking forward to that.
Yeah, best of luck to them, and hopefully
Thank
they'll run in the tournament. Let's wrap things up this week, Tom. Going in the gym, girls volleyball, busy week this week for this late in the season. They've got Batavia at Batavia tonight, and then 2 CHL matches. Always tough, Madera at Madera, and then hosting Wyoming on Thursday at 6:30. So busy week.
It is a busy week, and it's a tough week. Batavia being a Division II team, and then going out there again. You play a tough schedule. Hopefully, get better. Hopefully, things are clicking a little bit. A good week last week up until we ran into Taylor. Madera's hot right now. They've beaten Indian Hill. They had a good week last week. Boy, they're hot right now. So we're gonna have to go on the road and try to steal one there. And then Wyoming coming here will be a challenge as well. But that's what we got to do. So
Play the game.
Hopefully it comes together. Our really good senior bunch. So hopefully that things just start clicking for them right now. So it'll be fun. Yeah, but a 3-match week is a busy week.
Woo.
Yeah.
Well, homecoming this week. I hope everybody comes out and support the Warriors. 5:30 is the parade. Get there on time. Should be hopefully a great match. Weather will hold, and hopefully it's a great week for all the Warriors this week. Tom, thank you for your time as always.
I appreciate it. Appreciate all your support. Everyone watching, come on out. Be a great week for us. So MariemontSports.com, you can read about us, and MariemontSports.com/tickets. You can get your tickets for the game.
Sounds great, Tom. Have a great week, and we'll touch base next week.
Thanks, Rob. Have a good one.
You
All
too.
right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.